Shut up and sit down.
Welcome once again to the Shite Talk podcast show. With Ken Reilly, our new host on the 114th episode. I put out on social media there that I wanted to get somebody in and basically to share the podcast with. So
and here we go.
Yeah, well, what was a really big pain in the hole was trying to find people every week. So I said, if I can get a co-host,
it's just somebody to talk to.
Less effort for me. Yeah, exactly. So Ken decided to come on board, and I think we're into the same type of music.
Yeah, into stupid comic books.
Yeah, and we're into the rolling around the ground trying to hug people.
Forcibly
hug people. So like, I think this is a match that should work.
A match made in heaven.
One of the things I was going to talk about was the Joker movie. Have you seen it?
Yep, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Class.
Yeah. What's your opinion of it, first of all?
I think there's like a lot of kind of unanswered questions in it, which I liked.
Yeah.
And it's like leaves the audience to kind of guess what's going on.
Yeah. Did you hear all the dream sequence theories?
Yeah, I kind of like a few of them. Like, is he in Arkham the whole time?
See, yeah, that's what I mean. Because you remember when he was banging his head against it, where she
at
goes,
the start of the movie.
Yeah, and then it finishes back in Arkham.
Yeah,
and then it has that kind of sequence, that really funny sequence where he's running through the hall.
Yeah, and the blood in his shoe.
Oh yeah, by the way,
cool.
We're going to be talking about the Joker. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it is going to be some spoilers.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, there might be spoilers. There will be spoilers. But yeah. So, and there's other things in the movie where you're kind of left wondering, like when you take that, because I went back, I watched it a second time, and there's parts in the movie once you know that, oh, it's this dream sequence thing, so you're like, oh, is that realistic? Because you know when he's talking to Thomas Wayne, and Thomas Wayne punches him in the face, and he has his hands on the kind of table where the sink is, and then the next little flashes to him in his apartment alone in the same pose, and then for some reason he gets into the fridge.
Yeah, you're kind of like, oh, why is he in the fridge?
If someone hasn't seen the Joker, and it's like, what?
It's worth seeing it for the fridge scene.
I think it's worth seeing for that midget scene in the apartment.
Can you open the door?
Yeah, that was just so brilliantly done. That's a whole sequence deadly, of like, just him in the girl. Why? As he's stabbing him, and then stabbing your man, and then
it's like a moment of extreme violence followed by like just comedy. Like,
yeah, and then your man's like, oh shit, I can't open the door, because it's like throughout the movies there's all these short jokes happening, which he finds
it's like really really good. It's like it's hard to tell like what's in his head and what's kind of actually happening. Like, is he really the Joker, or is he just imagining he's the Joker?
Yeah. Oh no, I think he definitely turns into the Joker. You wonder if like that scene where he gets knocked over and then people are chanting, some people said that was a dream.
That's a bit kind of unrealistic.
Yeah, well, some people said that could have been a dream. So he could have been lying in the police, he could be on his way to prison, and what he imagine is ambulance hitting the car, and then people rescuing him and him getting away. But what really happens is, like, he ends up in a mental institution talking to some woman who then later kill. And then is that
Like, do you think he went on the Murray Franklin show?
I think he did go on the Murray Franklin show, because in the comic books he goes on a talk show and he ends up murdering the host. So like that happened in the comic book. So I'm kind of inclined that actually happened.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
he got killed by that car. He's just
dead.
He's in a concussion. He's on life support.
Yeah. The whole thing with the girlfriend.
Yeah, that was clearly a dream. So that's
like, what do you think he did? Like, when he was in her apartment, what do you think happened there? Like,
that kid and her are dead.
Yeah,
he shot. Yeah, he killed her. This is if like he showed him murdering it would be an R-rated movie. That'd be straight to R-rated.
Was it not R already?
No, 6 scenes. Oh, it was 6 scenes over here. It might be an R-rated over in the US, but over
there's like a lot of places refusing to show it in the US.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because remember the the Dark Knight? The guy shot up the cinema.
Oh yeah. Well, in fairness, like when I was in school, when I was doing my leaving cert, there was a kid, not in my school, but like a kid in another school dressed up as a Joker, and he tried to burn down the school.
You said this, yeah.
And like he tried to burn down the school dressed as the Joker, and he just laughs hysterically until the guards arrived and arrested him, which just takes commitment on his part, because if you think about it,
there for?
That, like, easily the guards are gonna be like half an hour getting to you.
Yeah.
So like he would have been standing outside school, like everyone's like lining up. He has to, maybe he had to go to, you know, like he had a point where he had to go to in case there was a
fire evacuation point. He's there flicking his lighter.
He's there dressed as a Joker while everyone else is in their uniform and just laughing at third in line. And the teacher's like, just be quiet, you're going to prison.
Stop it, Johnny.
You're clearly going to prison. But like just be able to stick laughing for easily a half an hour before the guards, like your throat would start to hurt, and your mouth would start to get dry,
and your face would be sore. Back of your head.
Like it just takes a lot of commitment to be laughing there. So well, he would have been probably out of prison. I was kind of thinking that, because I was.
When he went to prison?
Well, the guards arrested him.
Like, how old is he? Like, he probably got like
17, 16.
Don't go burning shit anymore.
No, he definitely went to. He
probably went to like juvenile detention for like a month or something.
Yeah, it depends if he was over 18. If he's over 18, he's gone to adult prison. But if he's 17, I don't know if you can be tried as an adult if you're 17, because you would have been in that age.
You'd have to like kill somebody or something. I don't think like burning down a place.
Yeah,
you'd probably still get tried as a kid.
Yeah, exactly. He'd probably go for the insanity thing.
Yeah.
That's a Joker.
I wonder what gave that one away.
Clearly, I'm delusional. I'm defending myself in court.
Yeah. Just still dressed as a Joker.
Yeah. Budging. So actually, another weird thing that I wanted to see a second time. Well, the first time went to see
was it as good the second time?
It was just as good. And since I know stuff was happening, I was trying to listen to some of the other nuances, like that you know, the music that happens in the toilet where he just after he kills those two guys.
Yeah.
That's played throughout, and I didn't really notice that as much the first time around. But
it's played out throughout the film. Like.
Yeah, it's kind of played in different kind of, not as loud, but like it's kind of every time he has a dark moment, you can start to hear the violins come in. So I didn't notice that the first time. And I remember even the first time I was watching it, and you were saying that some places in the US won't show it because they're afraid of a shooting.
Yeah.
I was kind of sitting there in the cinema going, because I see it on open at night, and I said, if this ever does happen, if there ever is a shooting, or not shooting because we don't have guns, but if there ever is someone that brings a knife into a cinema,
it's going to be that guy right there.
It's going to be during this movie. Probably not nice, but like,
well, surprised.
He's saying like this could bring out weirdos. And the cinema wasn't even that. I was so surprised. The cinema wasn't even that busy for the Joker. I went to open the night, and I thought we would have had to book tickets. Like,
Nice is always quiet though.
Yeah, I remember for like Dark Knight when that first came out, the first Dark Knight movie, we went, or it might be the third one. We went to open the night, and it was black. It was like. You could not get tickets.
You had to like book them.
Like 2 or 3. We booked ours 2 or 3 hours ahead of time. People are still showing up and seeing it. Like we had to get a 12 o'clock show, and like so it's pretty much the next day.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and like it was showing out. I went the second time. I went with Garrett, who was on the podcast.
Yeah,
and we all liked it now, but we were
on a podcast from the screening.
Yeah, we were walking out of the cinema, and it was quite late at night. So like. We went in Newbridge, so it's in a shopping centre, and so everyone was heading towards the car park. So we're all in the lift, and I don't know what Garrett and Johnny said to each other before they got in the elevator. But as soon as the door closes, Garrett found it hilarious. They're laughing away to each other. They said something. I think he said something about Johnny Law, because I think they were joking about getting chased by the mall cops by going down, because the cinema's on this second or third floor,
Second
floor, and then if you go down the elevator, you're in the first floor. But it's all cordoned off. When the cinema is open longer than all the shops, all that's off. The only place you can go to is the elevator. You have to go downstairs, so you can't go into the mall. The bottom stairs, there's the mall. Anyway, so Garrett and him, I think, were like, said, let's just hop the fence and run downstairs. They thought it was funny. And I think one of them said, "Who are you, Johnny Law?" And Garrett found that hilarious, but only when the door shut. So there's like
delayed reaction.
Delayed reaction. There was like 8 other people other than us, or maybe there's probably 6 other people. Probably 8 with us in it. Because
you weren't in the lift on your own.
No,
there's other people in the lift.
People in the lift. And there's a girl to the left of me. And Garrett, he's for people who haven't seen Garrett before, he's about 100, probably 111 kilos.
Yeah,
he's about 5'9".
Big cauliflower ears on him.
Looks like a drug dealer's hitman.
He looks like Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, with the blonde hair.
Yeah, without the hair.
A bald Stretch Armstrong, right? So, and he's a bodybuilder. So he's a thick lad.
He's a thick lad.
Yeah, and
thick as in
Yeah,
mostly.
I remember everybody in that cinema or in that lift would have had just come out of the Joker. And he started hysterically laughing in the lift. So everyone else, other than me and the lad were getting increasingly nervous, which started making all of us laugh as well. And then it came to the first floor because for some reason someone must have hit 1 when they got into the elevator instead of the ground, because I hit the ground because we were the first in the elevator, and you can see everyone just waiting to get the hell out there, which made Garrett laugh even harder. So we pretty much just freaked out every single person in that lift.
Not a great place to just be hysterically laughing.
But I don't know if this has ever happened to you where you've laughed in a funeral.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then you try to stop yourself, but you realize it gets
so
worse. Wrong.
Yeah, you just keep going.
And the more you try to stop it, more because there was another guy who we didn't even know, because me and Johnny was in the lift with him. We were starting to laugh just because he was laughing. Just because we realized everyone else was getting more and more. I was trying to do this discreetly. I was like, and then there's a guy who we didn't even know. He started laughing as well. He was trying his hardest. He was putting his head against the elevator, putting his head down so no one could see him actually laughing. Funny, got out of the elevator, everyone's just
laughing. Some lad waiting for the lift opens, there's 8 people in the lift just laughing.
Yeah, he turns out, not today.
Actually, when I went to see Joker, there was I can't remember what scene it was. It was something pretty serious going on, and just some random guy in the fucking cinema started laughing.
Oh really?
Just and then everybody's laughing at him, and you're wait, hang on, what are we missing?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, Garrett laughed at the part where your man got stabbed in the eye. I go, Garrett, after this,
I think I did too. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, I was like, Garrett, that's not funny, right? He goes, oh, I thought everyone would join in. I was like, no.
No. He's unique.
Yeah, I was pretty much the only one who laughed. The first time I went in to see it was the part at the end. No one else laughed at where he was running away from. And I was like,
he's running away from the guys in the Arkham.
Yeah, mental institution.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's a funny scene.
His running the whole film is hilarious.
Yeah,
whatever way he's running is.
Well, it's because I think when he's a clown, it's because he's wearing a big boot, so you'd have to run pretty funny.
Yeah, but when he's not wearing the clown suit, he still runs funny.
Yeah. But I thought it was a really good part of it, that the laughter, where it was a kind of he basically former threat almost.
Yeah, he just randomly laughs at inappropriate moments.
Yeah, and that's actually a real condition. People actually suffer that. So he watched videos on people who would have that, who were recorded for therapy reasons, and it was just them having conversations, and then they just be breaking out laughing. And then I think every time he was being like talked to by like one of those nurses, he kind of could see that like he's just taking that videos that he's seen all people suffer from that, and he was like kind of imitating.
Yeah, you think he didn't really have the laughing thing? I think he was kind of putting it on.
No, like I'm saying, Joaquin Phoenix did it. Like
he did it himself.
Yeah, you can see that like he had watched videos of people and he was taking mannerisms from those people.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty nice touch, because that's the first time that ever was mentioned. Like Joker could suffer with that condition.
Yeah.
When I seen it the first time after I left cinema, I went with Gus, who was been on the podcast, you know from training, and we were talking about it, and they're like, oh, would you like to see a second Joker movie? And I was like, no, I hopefully it was one and done.
Yeah, they're talking about it now. Like Todd Phillips said, like possibly if Joaquin's up for it, we could do another one. But
and Joaquin Phoenix also said that like he had so much fun doing the movie, and he feels like there's other places the character could go.
Whatever about getting him to play the Joker again in like maybe a Batman movie or something. But I don't know if you could do another Joker movie.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and I initially was against a second movie, and then I was thinking about, and then a few days later I was like, no, what would be really good? A Gordon movie.
A Gordon movie would be pretty good.
Set in the same universe.
Same universe, same kind of time frame.
3 years later though, and
Joker's wouldn't even need to really go 3 years later, would you? Because you know the way like Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne get killed in the Joker movie.
Yeah.
So you could do it at the same time, because isn't that like where he first came across Bruce and stuff?
Yeah, well, I kind of leave that out of it. And what I'd say is have like Gordon comes from like a different city, maybe Metropolis, and he is coming over to take out over the police force, and so he's new to Gotham.
Yeah.
And you realise all the corruption that's in like the police force, and you realise like the city's just shit, and more he tries to clean it up. The cops and all go against him, and it's kind of more of a old style mob boss trying to take him out kind of a movie. And I keep Bruce out of it. Like maybe have a scene where
wouldn't even bring him in like at the end, like maybe end.
Or maybe midway through the movie where like there's a memorial over what happened for all the people that died, and then there's a Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne kind of memorial statue that was there. So like there's like, and Bruce is there with Alfred, and he doesn't really say anything because I don't think that kid can act.
Yeah, no, not really.
No,
he was pretty one dimensional.
Yeah, like he was like, I remember even when his parents get killed,
he's just kind of like
stood there.
Yeah, well, they're dead now.
He was like, oh, I don't know how to do shocked.
Yeah.
No one told me how to do shocked.
Nobody told me how much acting was involved in this.
This scene
5-second clip
where I don't talk. So I'm just going to stand there. And so he wasn't great in terms of that. Who played Alfred?
I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I'm not great with actors' names anyway.
Yeah.
But whoever did a good job.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job. I like the way that it's not like the typical... You know, like you think of Alfred in every Batman movie he's been in, like he's this owl lad.
Yeah.
And he's an owl lad when, like...
Well, I guess when his
parents get killed and stuff, like, and he's just always been old.
Yeah, he's always been 60.
Yeah, like I like the way he's kind of younger.
Yeah, me too. And I think he just played a very good job. He didn't overplay it. Like he didn't make like in comic books. Sometimes Alfred's like a Navy SEAL. This.
It wasn't even really obvious at first that it was Alfred.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just kind of like
only when you heard the British accent. Well, I knew it was Alfred, British accent.
Yeah, but like when he first comes in, you're kind of like, oh, is this guy like just like a security dude? And then he starts talking, you're like, must be Alfred.
Yeah, but I liked how because in the comic books, Alfred's a Navy SEAL. And he's like, so like, if a guy like grabbed him by neck, he'd probably.
He's got self-defense skills.
Yeah, but like in terms of this, he just left him as a regular.
Yeah, he's just a dude.
Yeah, but like I think bringing like have you ever seen that series Gotham?
I watched 6 episodes and I was like, this really sucks.
I got to near the end of the first season and I was like, I'm not watching this ever again. And they fucked it up because they brought in Bruce too much.
Yeah.
Instead of focusing around Gordon himself.
They've also got like 2 Jokers.
Yeah.
But they don't call either of them Joker.
All I knew was the redhead was Joe.
Yeah, there's another guy now as well. He fell into a vat of acid and he's got the white face and the red lips.
Oh right. So like,
and he wears a purple suit, I think.
Do you know what? Like, I'd rather if they even if they were bringing Arthur Flick, bring him in slowly. Like, bring him in as like this kid that was bullied.
Yeah, bring him in, like,
yeah, exactly.
I like that about the Joker movie. Like, he didn't just start off being. You kind of see where he developed from being just a normal guy.
Yeah.
Like, and then you see like what happened to him to make him this like psychotic.
He kind of just snapped. Like, the environment. The big thing about this movie is what actually causes a person to become the Joker. Is it the city and the environment that he was brought up in, or was it something and mentally? And you realize it's a bit of both. That like all his mother was delusional.
Yeah,
he's delusional, but like it's the fact that in New York City he was so isolated, even though he's like in one of the most populated cities in the world.
Do you think he was really adopted, or was that something he made up?
Thomas Wayne made. I think that was the truth. I think because his mother suffered from
delusions and stuff. But like, if you know when he's reading like his report thing and it's like he was abused, surely he would have been taken away.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing about the movie where they're like, in real life circumstances, he probably would have been taken away.
Yeah.
You imagine maybe the mother got help. He was taken away for a bit and then given back to the mother.
Yeah, maybe.
And then she became more stable and she had to take medication, but she continued to be delusional. She kind of
she was nuts, like.
Yeah, she basically got this dream scenario where she was like, "Oh, I didn't just let my son be abused by this man. He's actually really Thomas Wayne's kid." And obviously, she admired the Wayne family. And she thought, "Oh, yeah, that's who his real dad is, and he's such a good man." And it was because we're such from a poor background. He didn't want to be associated. Yeah.
Like, for a good portion of the movie, you do kind of think, "Oh, maybe he is Thomas Wayne's kid."
Yeah, because I was like, when she was real that he is Thomas Wayne's kid, or
you don't know that she's nuts.
You don't know she's nuts. You're sitting in the movie, you're like, oh well, is this? I was like, I don't know if I like this or not. I don't know. Like,
I was the same. Like he's going to be Bruce's brother.
Yeah, exactly. And then when he brought out like that it was delusional, I was like, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
And that means like that his mother's insane and he's insane. Like his whole family, like and then he was abused. So that kind of that laugh actually came from a direct result from being
like suppressed memories.
Yeah, suppressed memories. Yeah, exactly.
Rather than what was it they were saying? It was a brain injury or something.
Yeah, brain injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that made more sense. So I don't think he's Thomas Wayne's son, and yeah, I do think what you read on the paper actually did happen.
He was like abused and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, though, it was a class movie.
Yeah, overall. So, and I think majority of people. Do you think he's Oscar worthy?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
See, I haven't watched a lot of movies this year to know whether
he's definitely Oscar worthy.
Yeah, but I remember talking to another lad. He studies filmmaking, and I was talking to him about the Joker, or about comic book movies and how none of them ever win Oscars.
Yeah, they don't like to give comic book movies Oscars or some reason.
It's because it's based off. I don't know if it's something to do with fictional or not set in a realistic universe.
Like every movie's fictional.
Yeah, but I think if it's based off a book or something like that. For one of those reasons, he was saying that comic book movies will never win best movie because it's based off a book or a fictional book, and that's why he'll never get an Oscar. But I don't know about the actress herself.
Yeah, that was a really good performance.
Yeah, and the movie industry has changed where, like, if you look at like all the top big movies, the biggest grossing movies, like the top 10 are mostly comic book movies.
Yeah, like this year, like the last two biggest movies were Joker and It.
Yeah. Joker, obviously comic book. It, obviously, your man Stephen King.
Yeah,
book. So I don't think you can deny that like come
like, I don't know how you could say that something's like the best movie of the year when it hasn't like generated the most money from like people actually going to see the movie.
Yeah, but like in terms of kid movies or stuff that you can bring your kids to, which
but there's like a category though and stuff for that though, isn't there? Like kids movies and stuff.
Yeah, but
like if something's rated like 16s, you're not going to bring like a 8-year-old.
Yeah, if it's Iron Man. I've seen parents bring their kids to fucking Deadpool, like.
Yeah,
that's
ridiculous.
They're fucking 7. So like comic book movies, you're getting your kids' ticket as well as your ticket. So there's about 4 or 5 of you, like going to the cinema. Whereas then, let's say a different movie like the Titanic, not necessarily gonna bring your kids to see the Titanic.
Yeah, I want to see Titanic when I was a kid.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. It's a movie where that's more art. Like, I don't know. What's the one that was set in black and white with the dog?
With the dog?
Yeah, I don't think there was any sound in it.
No idea.
Alright. Well, it's a movie like that, where it's more like kids wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
But probably technically the acting could have been better than it is. Anyway, and in a lot of the like Marvel movies, this script itself, the storyline itself is very weak, and there's like a lot of plot holes.
Yeah, it kind of annoys me when people like say how great Marvel movies are.
Yeah.
Like, I know a guy who complained that Justice League had too much like CGI in it, and that's what made it a crap movie. There's too much CGI in it.
Oh, the CGI was crap in it. That's what made it.
But then, like, you know, he was like, "What's not the last Marvel movie? The one before that, Endgame?
Yeah.
No, Infinity War. It was brilliant." I was like, "Man, there's like a shitload of CGI in that movie."
That's 90% CGI.
Yeah, and he's like, "No,
No, they really went to space."
Yeah. It was like shot on set. Like,
it was like a 20-year project.
Yeah, they done that on the space station, man.
Yeah, can't you see? But yeah, I wouldn't say the movie is crap just because just because it's meant CGI in it. Like, generally Marvel movies have really good CGI.
Yeah, they put a lot of money into them. Like,
yeah, exactly. I don't know why DC don't put the same amount of money into their CGI, because that's one of my biggest problems with Wonder Woman and the Justice League is the CGI, and then they have CGI for no apparent reason. Like, there's a part in
like Superman's face.
Well,
that kind of thing.
Oh, you can see why he has CGI.
Yeah, I didn't think the CGI was too bad for that.
No, people give it such shit. The CGI was bad for, like, there's this thing where I was on Themyscira where the women were riding over on their horses. And that whole scene is CGI'd.
You can nearly see the green screen.
Yeah, like it's all, and it's really bad CGI. And it's like, why couldn't you go to like even Dover or Clare or somewhere where it has a cliff face and a hill? Yeah. Get a few women, stunt doubles, put them on horses,
and off you go.
Like, it wouldn't cost that much.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Like, in terms of for...
They also don't put enough money into, like, developing their characters. Like, before they did Justice League, everybody should have had their own standalone movie.
No, because then...
You don't agree with that?
No, because, like...
Yeah, but, like, then cinema audience... Like, you know, people that just go, like... Not everybody goes to see a superhero movie reads the comic books.
Well, like, the thing is, like, Batman doesn't need origin story.
Batman doesn't. Yeah, but you know, Batman's okay, Superman's okay, but like the ones that people aren't familiar with, like.
Well, we got Flash Aquaman, and Flash is on the TV last few years. So people kind of know what Flash is.
Yeah, but like, give the dude a movie.
I think what he could have done is given him after, like Hawkeye hasn't had a movie.
Yeah,
and he's in Marvel, so he could have done a lot more of that. He could have done a Batman Superman in the same universe, because people know the origin of those two characters, right? And they could have used that movie, right, to set up, like, they could have said, "Oh, there's others like us." Then do a Justice League movie where the whole thing was recruiting the guys. So
they should have, like.
Oh yeah, I think he could have done, instead of giving all 7 of them origins movie, what he could have done, or even 5 of them or 4 of them origin stories, what he could have done, do over a space of 3 movies, have the characters interlink.
Yeah, but either, like, they should have, like, introduced them before they like, stuck them all together. Like,
even Suicide Squad could have been used.
The Suicide Squad could have been done better.
Well, yeah, Suicide Squad could have been used to introduce, like, a Flash. like Flash couldn't have never appeared in a Batman and Superman movie.
Yeah.
And then you to see how Boomerang Man, is that his name?
Boomerang Man?
Guy who has Boomerang.
He's just called Boomerang, maybe.
Is he?
Or, I don't know. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah,
that guy.
You could have had him go into prison because of the Flash, and you could have a scene in where he's giving out about the Flash, and then someone talks about, oh yeah, and what about your one Wonder Woman, and so you know that they're in the movie, so they get referenced in the Justice League. It might be the first time that they get referenced in it, but like they still get referenced there. So then in the next movie, when you first see the Flash, you're like, oh, that's who the Flash was. He was mentioned in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And you could have had like,
or even introduced
Ben Affleck going like, oh, I hear you're really fast.
Yeah, like you could have introduced them like without introducing their alter egos.
Yeah, exactly. And well, I think it's the first time we've seen Flash was when Bruce Wayne arrived to Gotham.
Yeah.
Or arrived to his house. Was the first time we see. I'll put that in silence.
Mr. Popular.
I don't even know who he is. We arrived to his house. That's the first time we've seen what you call the Flash. That would have been okay, and then maybe then Aquaman could be more of a myth. Or we don't know if he.
Yeah, don't know if he's real. Don't know if he's.
Yeah, exactly.
What the story is.
And then he could have had him show up and go, "Here, you're looking for me," in Gotham. He could have arrived in Gotham, so that'd be a cool scene.
He could have kind of done the same thing with Wonder Woman. Could have had that whole thing.
And
being
like, and then
is this island real?
Well, then you have a Wonder Woman movie, or even if you had introduced her, if she actually was in Batman vs Superman, then you bring her in, have her own movie as well, because then you have women power. Because the thing it went Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, Justice League, Wonder Woman, didn't it?
Yeah, then Aquaman.
I don't know if Wonder Woman was before Justice League. I think it was.
I think it was after.
Was it after?
Maybe it was before.
They probably should have had well, if they did, they should have.
They were in around the same time, I think.
Yeah, they should have had a Wonder Woman movie before that, just because having a Wonder Woman movie, like, it's been so many years since Wonder Woman's been on TV. We need to see her again. It would have been cool to see her in her own movie. Period pieces should be good, like, especially around World War. There was a whole kind of commemoration thing around World War around the time that movie came out, and they completely fucked up the movie over that time. Like, the German guy sounded French, which is so inappropriate. But going back to the Joker real quickly, though. There's a Marvel comic book writer called Dan Slott, and he writes Fantastic Four comics, and I think he's done a bit with Tony Stark's Iron Man. Yeah. He was complaining on Twitter over kind of the movie. He didn't like it. Now, he's recently complained about likes of the Dark Knight and Wonder Woman, which I think Wonder Woman have its flaws.
Yeah.
Dark Knight, you can go to hell. Dark Knight's the greatest comic book series.
He writes for Marvel.
Yeah. But I think what he's saying, he called, people started criticizing over this, so he called it god awful. I don't know
it's
how.
Not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know how you can look at the Joker and call it god awful. I can understand.
Literally, the only thing I didn't particularly like about the Joker was the age gap between Bruce and
the Joker. Yeah, that's one of the problems I had with it as well. I was like, all right, he's late 30s.
Yeah, he's there's a good 30-year age gap there.
Yeah, there's Bruce is 9. Yeah, he's late 30s. He could be 27. Yeah, there's nearly let's say 20.
There's no way that he's going to give him a decent fight in a few years.
There's this substantial year, and even if Bruce comes back, I think they say when Bruce arrives into Gotham, he's 25. So that would push the Joker to about well into his 50s.
He's an old dude,
touching 60. Yeah. By the time
Batman's up and going.
Yeah, Batman starts. So I don't know if they just take the whole Gotham thing of he's
multiple Jokers.
Yeah, multiple Joker theory. But then that doesn't follow the comic book line, whereas like the Joker's daughter becomes the Joker.
Yeah.
But yeah, he will probably be a superhero at some point.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably be introduced in some sort of a
Harley Quinn. Her,
yeah, female Joker.
What do you make of what DC are doing with Harley Quinn?
I don't know. Birds of Prey looks okay.
I think they'll ruin it. I think because
I don't know if Harley Quinn.
She shouldn't be in the Birds of Prey.
Yeah,
I was going to put that out there. Now,
they're just doing that though because wasn't she the only thing people liked about Suicide Squad?
Everything in DC. She's gonna be is there a sticker if there's another Justice League movie, they'll probably stick her in the Justice League.
They probably will.
They'll stick her
maybe Dan Scott's
everywhere.
right.
And then if they have new Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they'll stick her in. Will Smith's not coming back. They're talking about doing another.
Oh yeah.
Suicide Squad.
Well,
he's not coming.
He's not
back.
great. He was all right as Deadshot, but he wasn't great.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't like about him, he didn't wear his helmet too much, his face mask.
Yeah, he
especially in combat. Yeah. Whereas I understand when he's out and about, he's not in combat, he doesn't wear it.
Yeah, when he's in combat, he kind of needs it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think he did an all right job. But even the Suicide Squad movie comic books, there's always a change around with characters. No one's really too consistent in it.
Yeah.
So you can nearly swap.
You can kind of swap them out for somebody.
Deathstroke and Deadshot are normally interchangeable anyway in the DC comics. So you could just throw in a Deathstroke there.
Yeah. Into
the movie, and it would work just as well with it in the Suicide Squad. But I don't think Deathstroke is a great character. He doesn't seem like he would go along with oh, you're gonna blow my neck up, my neck up.
Yeah, won't really.
Yeah,
take orders.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Harley Quinn should always be left as a bad guy. Having her
100%. She should, there's no way you can.
And there's no part of his story
you can't swap
arc.
her back. You can't go. She's a good guy now. Now she's a bad guy.
Yeah, because she's back in prison and she ended up. I think Joker frees her, didn't she? At near the end.
Of what, Suicide Squad?
Yeah. Joker.
Yeah, I think that's stupid. Jared Leto Joker free.
Yeah. Oh, I think.
See, he got pissed because he wasn't asked to do the Joker movie.
Well, I think he's down to do one more. He's Joker, so we will see he's to do a Joker now. I don't know if he'll just say fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not taking the shite that I'm going to get. I think it was the script that was the worst thing about that Joker movie.
Oh, and his look was terrible.
But he didn't design his look.
Yeah, but his look was terrible. I think he kind of tried to be a bit like Heath Ledger as well.
I don't think not as much. I think Joaquin Phoenix was closer to Heath Ledger than
kind of
Jared Leto.
Yeah, he out Heath Ledger a little bit.
What he tried to do more of a cosplay. He tried to do all right, I'm going to do this in my own. I'm going to be tattoo. I'm going to have grills. I'm going to be more modern. I'm going to try to put my own spin on it.
Yeah.
But it didn't really work. And then they tried to make him almost like a pimp. He had a Lamborghini. Why the Joker would want a Lamborghini is beyond me. And yeah, I didn't think his acting around the nightclub wasn't great. But I think you can only do so much with the script that you have.
Yeah.
True. And I just think whoever wrote the Suicide Squad
should be fired.
Should really have a second
reevaluate their career.
Yeah, because what did they do to Joker was awful.
Yeah.
And then Heath Ledger. No, not Heath Ledger.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, no. Jared Leto.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Had to play a really bad Joker, and he had loads of scenes cut out. So I would like to see
the scenes that were cut.
Scenes that are cut, maybe a film with him in it, just to see what he does with the character.
Like an extended cut kind of thing.
Yeah,
or just the bits
Harley Quinn.
him.
See, what I would have liked to see was a Harley Quinn Joker movie. Now, I have a feeling that Jared Leto Harley Quinn Joker movie would have been awful.
It would have been terrible.
So maybe but I still would have liked to have seen it. But we don't really know how Harley Quinn. We've never been told how Harley Quinn goes from
being
bad person
to good person.
Yeah. And now she's in Birds of Prey, and we're like, just forget about it.
And she's a little bit too comic booky as well. Like she's.
Oh well, I don't mind the cosplay look of it. Like I don't mind.
Like even the trailer for Birds of Prey, like where she's like hanging out with the back of the car on skates and stuff. Like it's there's like very cartoony kind of elements to it.
Like I think they're all trying to be like
they release stuff like Joker that's like fairly realistic. Yeah. And then boom, here's Birds of Prey that here's cartoon land again.
Here's our version of a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, this is awful.
Yeah, this is terrible. This is why people say DC sucks.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been too political. I would like to see a Birds of Prey movie, but not one with Harley Quinn in it. One with like Barbara Gordon in it as Batgirl. One with like Black Canary.
She's in this one though, isn't she?
Yeah, Black Canary's in it, and one with a few other kind of female characters that have birds,
kind of lesser
like
known ones.
Dove from Hawk and Dove, and Hawk has actually appeared in Birds of Prey movies as well. So you could have had Hawk, or you could have had from the Titans. You could have brought that Dove in, and done I don't know. She didn't actually die. She's actually still alive, kind of thing. Just brought her back. She was really good Dove. Have you seen the Titans?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you should watch it.
It's on my list on Netflix to watch for like the last
year
or so.
Hawk and Dove are like one of the best characters in it. Like they're really really cool. They revamped that character so much that they bring back. She dies in it. Spoiler.
Oh, you probably should have said spoiler first.
Yeah. But like, so they should bring her back for Birds of Prey. If they brought Dove back for Birds of Prey, that you're one that plays her as well from the Titans, because they own the rights to it.
Yeah, and so may as well use the actors. Like
that would mean your man who plays Dick Grayson would be Robin in their Batman. He wouldn't be the worst Robin though.
Wrong with that?
Yeah, he wouldn't be the worst one. You
could make him Nightwing, or is he too young?
No, he's perfect age. Like what they do wrong was their Jason Todd is more Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson's more Jason Todd. So, yeah. Well, I think he's more. Yeah, I don't think. Actually, I don't think Jason Todd's Jason Todd. I think Dick Grayson is more Jason Todd. But your man who plays Jason Todd is really annoying.
So he's more Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson is the cool one. He's like the cooler older brother.
He's a bit irritating though.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a bit of a dick.
I think he's like the cooler older brother. Like I know he has they all end up like hating Bruce.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just really moody in the movie. He is going like in the second series. He's going to come Nightwing. But I think if you go back to Batman versus Superman, he goes. There's a Robin suit with where Joker wrote.
Yeah, Joker like on that Jason Todd.
Yeah. So like, I guess he couldn't use that universe. But even though that Dove from
you could do a prequel.
Yeah, well, I guess you could do a Dove from and just copy the one from Titans to an inch of your life and say she's just different. She's a different Dove, but you got the same actor to play it because she's very good at it, and it's going to be very similar to that actor.
Flash went back and saved her.
Yeah, exactly. You could do it for no apparent reason.
Just to fuck over the TV
just
show.
Because Birds of Prey had female superheroes that have birds in it, so they say that's why it's called Birds of Prey.
Yeah, it makes no sense that Harley Quinn's like stuck in the middle.
She's not even
where's what bird is she?
Like she could have been the main bad guy. Her and Jared Leto could have been like they're there to stop Jared Leto.
Yeah.
And Joker and Harley Quinn, and she could have just been in the movie. This is like.
It's going to be disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go see it. Though.
I'll still go see it. Like I do think I just would like to see Barbara Gordon. I'd like to see a Batgirl.
Yeah, I'd like to see Barbara Gordon brought in somewhere. Like,
I want to see a Batgirl. I want to see the purple on her suit. If they do they miss that purple on her suit, I think that's really nice with the black. Like I'm really so pissed.
And then So that opens like up the whole thing. Like then you can do the whole Oracle thing. And
yeah, exactly. The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
It opens that up
like,
to
so much cool stuff you could do.
Yeah. Well, the more they go, if they do make a second Joker movie, they're going to have to start bringing in, like, Batman teams.
Yeah, I think the problem with a second Joker as well is you're going to have to answer all the unanswered questions at the end of the movie.
And, like I can understand why they did a lot, like, why they had Bruce being a kid, because then you don't have to answer the Batman.
Yeah, you don't have to have the whole Batman thing.
Yeah,
in it
and if they do make a second movie, you don't have to bring Batman into it. You don't have who's going to be Batman, because they didn't have a Batman. So like taking Batman off the table was a good idea when you're just doing a standalone and it's going to be one movie. But if you're setting up a three part movie or a 2-part, because no one stops with 2.
Yeah, it always has to be 3.
Yeah, so
Plus.
like if the Joker goes on, they're going to be like, oh no, we want the third. We want 2 movies.
Because there's another theory that the Batman does exist in the Joker movie. He's the reason that he's in Arkham, and that for the whole movie he's in Arkham, and he's like having this delusion that he done all this stuff, and at the end where he's like laughing, and the therapist is like, "What are you laughing at?"
Yeah,
and it flashes back to the Wayne's being killed, and he's like, "You wouldn't get it."
Yeah,
the whole thing is that he's supposed to have been the one wearing the clown mask that killed him, and the joke he's laughing at is that the same thing that put him in Arkham and created the Joker put Bruce like into this fucking spiral and created Batman.
Oh, right. So
that the same incident created the two of them.
I think there's a lot of holes in it.
There's a lot of holes in that theory.
First his kid,
like,
and like still he's in mid-30s,
and that's why he has this whole big thing about clowns.
What?
No, like Bruce, like, and Joker's like his arch enemy. Like he's the ultimate enemy.
I don't think he hates clowns.
He hates clowns.
He went to a circus to watch like the Flying Graysons.
Yeah, and look how that turned out.
Yeah,
they all died except one.
Except one kid. He's like, oh, that happened to me once.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
I'll adopt him.
Yeah, like, that alone's very weird.
Yeah,
a billionaire adopts an orphaned boy.
Yeah, then makes him into a crime fighter.
Yeah, then makes him into a crime fighter. Makes him wear spandex.
Yeah,
very strange.
Yeah, exactly. When he started like trying to break down that, like, oh, so he's a teenager, and he's seen his parents died, so you adopted him.
You adopted him,
and no one asked any questions.
No.
They're like, oh well, he's going to be a millionaire.
Yeah,
it would have been kind of weird. Oh, we should get into that controversial song.
Oh, the Gary Glitter thing.
Yeah, the Gary Glitter thing.
Gary Glitter being used in the Joker movie.
Yeah. I didn't actually know that was a Gary Glitter song. Yeah, and I was like, because like when he was walking the steps, I was like, oh, that's a really good song. It really suits the movie.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen somebody put up on Facebook, and they're talking about Joker. He's like, oh, great movie, but someone has to be fired for.
Yeah, definitely somebody has to, like, there had to have been questions asked there.
Yeah.
I seen a thing like online where they said like he got about 250,000 for that.
Oh my god!
And then
imagine
if it goes on the soundtrack, like the official soundtrack CD, he's gonna get a lot more money for it.
He's in prison right now, just like rolling in the dough.
Yeah, just rolling in the dough, like.
But like, surely somebody, Warner Brothers, would have.
You'd think that somebody would have researched it.
Yeah. And like before it goes,
or did they add it in just to add controversy? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, because Warner Brothers would have seen the movie before it was released, and like to take out a song isn't that hard. It isn't like you need to reshoot the movie.
You just have to do the part of the soundtrack.
Yeah, and then you just put in like a different song, a different 80s song. There's other songs.
Yeah,
like
maybe nothing else fit quite right.
Yeah, maybe someone pointed it out to them. Like, oh shit, what other music can we need? Like,
and maybe they like showed it to like 1,000 people, and one person copped it, and they were like, fuck it, nobody'll know.
But like, if one person copped it, right, you have to realize that like millions of people are gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Do you know how many 1,000 divided into a million is? How many people that is? And then the internet.
Yeah, like one person just has to post it on the internet, and then people start looking it up. And
and then realize, and then it's like everywhere. Then everyone realizes because it's like it's been shared 1 million times.
Yeah,
that's a really, really dumb.
Gary Glitter's just rolling in the dough.
Oh my god! That's hilarious though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love if they do realise it was a Gary Glitter song and realise what Gary Glitter did. They're like, fuck it.
Just leave it.
People forget about it like in a week's time.
Yeah, it's fine. Nobody will notice. The movie's so good, people won't even care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there.
Cool.
Our first podcast together.
First podcast. Didn't go too bad.
No, it didn't. Our lack of research didn't slow us down.
I don't think people noticed.
No, our 49 minutes. That's nearly an hour.
Yeah, that's not too
We'll
bad.
round up.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we'll do again next week.
Yeah, sometime.
Yeah, at some point. People stay tuned to our socials to realise when the podcast is out. And yeah,
we'll stick it up.
Yeah, cool. Talk to you again.
Cool. See you later.
Shut up and sit down.